Hello. Today, I want to take you into a strange and mysterious world where the laws of physics are challenged. A place where light can't escape and time takes on a different meaning. Yes, we're talking about black holes. Join me as we uncover the secrets of these cosmic monsters and discover why even scientists are fascinated by these amazing phenomena. Are you ready? Let's go. What's inside a black hole? Black holes are one of the most fascinating phenomena in the universe. So fascinating and amazing that they've been the subject of science fiction movies for years. Objects with an incredibly strong gravitational pull that can even attract light. This is why black holes can never be seen directly. But what would we see if we had a spacecraft that could enter a black hole? Would the inside of a black hole look like what we saw in the movie Interstellar, or would entering it take us to a completely new world? The journey to a black hole. Going into a black hole is a one-way trip. Once we enter the event horizon, where even light can't escape its gravitational pull, there's no turning back. It's possible that our spacecraft would crash and we would meet a spectacular death. But let's imagine that our fate isn't death by black hole, and we can continue our journey and explore the inside of the black hole. How black holes form. When a supermassive star runs out of fuel, it collapses under its own weight and becomes a black hole. Only stars with at least 25 times the mass of the Sun will collapse into black holes upon their death. Out of every 1,000 stars in our galaxy, one will have enough mass to become a black hole. Our galaxy, the Milky Way, has around 100 billion stars, which means there could be up to 100 million black holes in the future. But remember, this region is extremely vast. Even with a spacecraft traveling at the speed of light, it would take thousands of light years to reach the nearest black hole. But let's imagine we have mastered space travel technology. We could travel through a wormhole and build a spacecraft that moves at the speed of light. What would we see as we approach a black hole? When stars die, they transform into black holes that have at least 25 times the energy of the Sun. Is a black hole like a vortex? The truth is, we can't see anything inside a black hole. It's truly black. When we rotate around a black hole, we realize that we cannot penetrate into it. Additionally, if the black hole rotates like other celestial objects, it may take the shape of a spherical shell, meaning the region around its equator has a larger circumference. To get a better view, we need to go to the center of the Milky Way galaxy, where a supermassive black hole resides. This black hole has a mass about 4 million times that of the Sun. The gravity of this black hole collects large amounts of gas and dust, forming a disk. These materials get sucked into the black hole, creating a vortex-like image. As the materials are consumed, their temperature increases due to turbulence, causing the disk to radiate energy and release many charged particles. A black hole pulls material from a nearby star, spiraling it into a disk. The nature of the black hole in the Milky Way, the record, made of hot materials, is visually stunning on its own. In fact, the black hole itself isn't directly visible due to the large amount of gas and dust accumulated around it. However, you can see how the gravity of the black hole bends and twists light rays. In doing so, the black hole affects the surrounding material, creating what is called a shadow of the black hole. The gravity even distorts the shape of this shadow, making it appear 5 times larger than the black hole itself. Normally, we think of light as traveling in a straight line. But near a black hole, gravity pulls the photons of light toward it, causing them to orbit the black hole. Some of the photons can escape this orbit and reach our eyes. What you see is a ring of light around the shadow. The inner part of the disk spins around the black hole at speeds near the speed of light. According to Einstein's theory of relativity, if the light source is moving toward you, it will appear brighter. However, there's recent debate suggesting that Einstein's theory might be incorrect. A clear view. So, even though you can't directly see a black hole, you can observe its shadow, which is surrounded by a ring and a crescent-shaped halo. In the past, Some researchers were concerned that the mass of gas, dust, and increasing particles from the disk could obscure our understanding of the black hole. To better demonstrate what the black hole's shadow looks like, researchers recently ran highly accurate computer simulations that incorporated all the gas and gravity of the black hole. Fariel Ozel, an astrophysicist from the University of Arizona who participated in these simulations, says that this simulation, often used in scientific documentaries and fantasy films, helps astronomers understand what they are actually seeing when they look at a black hole's shadow. The inner black hole surrounded by a bright ring. By combining the power of 11 large telescopes located at different places on Earth, astronomers used the world's largest telescope, the size of Earth itself, to capture the shadow, ring, and crescent of a black hole for the first time. Ozel says, "My dream is to see a ring of the black hole where one side is brighter than the other." The combined power of these telescopes forms a huge tool called the Event Horizon Telescope. These telescopes are spread out over a vast area, from the South Pole to Chile, and use supercomputers to process large amounts of data. Shep Doelman from MIT, who leads the Event Horizon Telescope project, said, "This telescope gives us the highest magnification among telescopes in history." He added, "Seeing the shadow of a black hole from Earth is like trying to see a grapefruit from the moon." Final thoughts. According to mathematical calculations, if a black hole's mass is only a few times that of the Sun, the scattering of objects happens long before approaching the event horizon. However, in 2012, when John Polchinski and other physicists tried to determine whether there's any information left inside a black hole, they reached a different conclusion. They say that according to quantum law, an event horizon is like a wall of fire. As soon as you cross it, it ignites, and it never reaches the stage of decay. But many physicists do not agree with this idea. Physicists have proposed many ideas about what's inside black holes, but none of them have been widely accepted. However, we conclude that to truly understand what's inside a black hole, you'd have to go inside it. The problem is, once you enter a black hole, you can't tell anyone on the outside what you saw. Well, folks, we've reached the end of our journey into the world of black holes. These cosmic phenomena still hold many unanswered questions, and each new discovery about them leaves us more amazed than ever. But one thing is clear: black holes remind us how vast and mysterious the universe is, and how much of it is still unknown to us. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about the secrets of the universe, make sure to check out my other videos and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for staying with me until the end.